Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is the Base Notes with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a little bit something different today, and I'm going to talk about some of the niche fragrances that I've been wearing this autumn that I think are cold weather appropriate. Some of them are all season, but most of them are totally appropriate for cold weather. There's a couple not super expensive ones in here. So just because they're niche doesn't mean they're like outrageously expensive. You know, I'm always going to bring you affordable options, and that is going to be kind of the focus, at least where to find good deals on things of this channel. So with all that being said, let's just get right into the first one. This is a newer purchase for me this year, and this is kind of an aromatic tobacco, dried fruits, and amber fragrance, although that's not exactly how it comes across to me. So this is going to be Rivalite Imperial from Plume Impression. I tried a couple of their fragrances this year. I sampled them through ScentSplit after some reviews I saw online, and this one I felt was full bottle worthy. So let me read you the notes and then I'll explain my experience of it. So Plume Impression opens with Oriental Amber Spices. Okay, pretty vague. The top notes are Mirabelle, cinnamon, and dried fruits. The middle notes are patchouli, tobacco, and tonka. And then in the base we have amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. So, all right, so if that sounds like it's a deep, dark amber and tobacco fragrance, it's misleading because it's really not. This one is very light and airy. It's actually perfectly, I would say perfectly unisex, but it's kind of a magical fragrance. This is opulent in the way that it is so chic that you feel like you're very special when you wear it, and a very special person would be wearing it, meaning like, I don't know, picture like the CEO of like a huge women's magazine or a fashion house or something. So it comes across as dry. So the sweetness in here, and there's only a little bit, is coming from those dried fruits. And the tobacco is like a very smooth, dry, golden tobacco, okay? It doesn't pull it into a masculine zone at all. It's a very cleanly done tobacco. And then I struggle to find it an amber fragrance because it's so airy, it's so atmospheric. To me, it comes across as musky, actually. So to me, this is like very office appropriate, very professional, but professional with an edge. So it's captivating, it's alluring, it's slightly sexy. I mean, if I smelled this on a man, I would think this guy has impeccable taste. Like, I've never smelled anything like this on a man. I also don't often smell anything like this on a woman. So it's great for fall because it is a little bit warm. It's warm, but it's light and airy and smooth and atmospheric. So there's a description on ScentSplit's website about like a medieval castle appearing out of the mist. Something is going on, and I kind of do get like slightly, it's probably the spices, but there is something a little bit whimsical about it. Like, I could see this being something that someone in a castle would wear. Like, picture you are some kind of heiress or duchess or duke living in, a restored castle in like the Highlands of Scotland or something. And it's a rainy day and you are fresh out of the shower. It's very clean, like I said. And you go down into your kitchen and there's kind of the fragrance of, maybe there's a bouquet of drying flowers somewhere. Somebody's making like a spiced latte, and then there's some fruits laying around, somewhere on like a wooden table. Like, there's sandalwood in here, so it is also quite creamy woody. Anyway, I love it. I'm obsessed with it, which is why I sprung for a full bottle. It's not cheap, but I think you can find it at Joma Shop on a pretty good discount. I'm pretty sure you can find this at just over $100, especially now, since they're having their Black Friday sales. So 10 out of 10, I've been getting a lot of wear out of this, and that again is Rivolite Imperial by Plume Impression. All right, moving on to, let's see. Okay, let's move on to a new vanilla to my collection. This is Birkholz Satin Vanilla. So the notes listed, I'm pretty sure, are rum, plum, vanilla, possibly cinnamon. It does list some spices, but I'm gonna be honest, it is not the spiciest vanilla. This is, and it's not a sweet vanilla, it's not sugary at all. What I get from this is a buttery satin vanilla. I mean, satin vanilla is totally apropos as a descriptor. Yeah, it's just very, picture vanilla extract mixed in with butter. Like say you're about to bake something, say you're about to bake something and you throw in your vanilla extract to your butter and you're about to whip it up, and you also throw some rum extract in there. And you've got some like really ripened plums also somewhere off in the kitchen. And there's just a hint, there's like a hint of some kind of a kitchen spice, but it's not overly spicy. There's almost no sugar involved. This is just a very elevated, elegant, sophisticated, smooth, buttery vanilla. Again, I would say perfectly unisex, although, you know, a lot of people associate vanillas more with a feminine fragrance wearer. And obviously, you know, I love my vanillas. We're gonna cover a lot of vanillas on my channel. But yeah, it's just, this would be good for like Thanksgiving. I have worn it to the office, but it almost feels more like a special occasion vanilla. Like it's not giving like holiday spice. Like I said, there's hardly any detectable spice, but it is giving something a little bit more elevated. Birkholz is a really nice house. There's another fragrance that I don't have a full bottle of yet that is actually more spicy and more holiday appropriate, called Versailles. Which is inspired by walking through the grounds of the Gardens of Versailles, which is really, really nice, even more unisex than this. But anyway, yeah, I just really like it. I'm glad to have it in my collection because it's different. It's different than any of my other deep, dark, ambery, spiced, or boozy vanillas. So even though there is rum listed in here, it doesn't go to like a Kayali Vanilla 28. It doesn't go to, you know, any of your other really dark, rich vanillas. It's rich, but it's not dark. Like the color of the juice, the color of the bottle is how I perceive it. So again, it's like vanilla extract, butter, maybe a little bit of rum extract. It's just really nice. Get a sample. I'm pretty sure Scent Split or, you know, Twisted Lily or So Avant-Garde probably have samples of it. So again, that is Birkholz Satin Vanilla. Okay, so let's stay in the vanilla lane. We'll move on to the vanilla I've been wearing most this season, and that would be Essential Parfums Divine Vanille. Now, this isn't a new one by any means, but it is unique, and I think this is like the only season to be wearing this. I saw somebody online describing this as less of a vanilla and more of a cherry pipe tobacco fragrance. And while I don't fully agree because it is a really, really rich vanilla, I do see what she's saying about the cherry pipe tobacco. So it's warm, it's woody, it's spicy, it's cozy, and it's very balsamic. So when it dries down on your skin, it's cocooning. You're gonna feel like you're wearing it as a soft cocooning cashmere sweater. It's so smooth. So let me just read out the notes and then I'll describe how it wears on me. So the top notes are cinnamon, clary, sage, and black pepper. The middle notes are incense, osmanthus, and pomerose. And in the base we have Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, Siam benzoin, musk, Texas cedar, and patchouli. So it is, to me, mostly woody, spicy, balsamic, and slightly earthy. So the Texas cedar is coming through. I would have guessed it was sandalwood, honestly, because it's creamy. So cedar, I love it. It's one of my favorite notes of all time in any setting. I love cedar, but to me, this cedar is very smooth. It's almost like a creamy cedar. The tonka bean also adds to the creaminess of this. Patchouli is listed in the base, and don't be afraid if you're not a patchouli person, if you can't deal with patchouli, because it really what it's doing is just grounding it. It doesn't smell of patchouli. It's not dank, it's not dark, it's not like a chocolatey, really like wet, earthy patchouli at all. So the cinnamon you definitely get at the top. The clary sage gives it something kind of fresh and aromatic, but it's just at the beginning. The black pepper gives it a little kick too. The incense is there. It's not like a smoking lit incense though. It's like an unlit incense. It's like a very smooth, silky, subtle unlit incense. It's very creamy. The osmanthus and the pomerose. I would say osmanthus is what I detect if I detect any floral at all in this, because osmanthus is so creamy and almost stone fruit like. But this isn't fruity. It's not like a fruity vanilla. It's a woody, spicy, earthy, balsamic, creamy, cozy vanilla. It's a dark vanilla, not the darkest of the dark. It's not like super dark ambery, but yeah, it's just lovely. It's like being in a wood cabin in the fall, while it's raining outside and you're cuddled up in bed and maybe there's a fire going, and I'm not saying it smells like, campfire smoke at all, but it's just very cozy. It's like a warm amber light or a lantern on in your cabin in the fall while it's overcast outside. It's just really lovely. It's one of my favorite vanillas of all time. In fact, she's my favorite vanilla for this season, for sure. So anyway, that was Essential Parfums Divine Vanille, which I know for a fact that you can find for under $100 on Joma Shop right now. So just saying. All right, moving on. All right, so moving on to one that is so elegant and it's so elevated, and it was a big surprise to me, actually, a good surprise, that you can find at like a bargain basement discount at this point. It is a niche perfume, and this line is still putting out really lovely niche fragrances that are way more expensive than this one is. And this one is Lalique La Parfum. Let's see, what year was it released in? It was released in 2005, so that's why you can find it at a deep discount. But man, it is so different and so delicious. It is so yummy. This is elegant. This is like you're dressed up. You're either dressed up for like a boardroom meeting, or you're dressed up for a date at a nice restaurant, like fine dining. So the top notes are bay leaf, pink peppercorn, and bergamot. The heart notes are jasmine and heliotrope. And the base notes are tonka, patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. So this is a vanilla. It is a creamy aromatic vanilla. And what's really like so pleasant and unique about this is you really get that bay leaf. Like when you, like a cooking bay leaf that you would put in like a sauce. You really get that. And it's so refreshing, and it really brightens it up. It's so nice, and it's so different. It makes it so different. This is so not a gourmand vanilla. This is so not like a vanilla cupcake or vanilla ice cream. This is like a grown woman vanilla, not elderly, just grown, like my age, like, late 20s to, I don't know, 50, 60. It's a grown woman vanilla. She smells rich. She smells like she's got money. You will smell like you have money wearing her. She is really cozy, but will garner attention. Like people will be like, wow, you smell so nice. You smell so different. What is that? That's a really unique take on a vanilla. So yeah, the bay leaf is what stands out to me at the opening, but then it's blended so well that it's not like it doesn't smell like herbal, you know? It turns into just like a really smooth, somewhat creamy vanilla. It's got that woody base, so it's got sandalwood, which is my favorite note of all time. So it's very clean. It's like a clean, elegant, slightly woody, slightly creamy, and slightly aromatic vanilla. Like I said, it's very elevated. It's very elevated. I would wear this to like cocktail hour. I would wear this to a work function. I would wear this out on a date, fine dining. I think it's probably appropriate for more seasons than just fall and winter, but it is kind of, you know, it is kind of deep, so I probably wouldn't wear it in the high heat. But yeah, man, I was so pleasantly surprised by this, and I got it for $25 on Mercari. You can find this for such a good deal. Highly recommend if you know, that's cheaper than some of these affordable Middle Easterns, and it's super high quality. So, you know, if you feel like you want to treat yourself, I know everybody's holiday shopping right now, but for 25 bucks, and you're gonna be like the best smelling person at your holiday Christmas party, check out Lalique Le Parfum from Lalique. All right, we're gonna move on to, I think this is gonna be my last vanilla, I promise. But I know that's what you're all here for anyway. So this is one that not a lot of people would maybe think of for the fall, but I live in LA. I'm not from LA, I just live in LA and have for 14 years, unfortunately. But this is also a semi-affordable niche brand, and the reason that it works in the fall is that it is sweet. So if you're into sweet fragrances that have a vanilla base that I wouldn't wear in the high heat, but that projects really, really well and is very playful. This is Mancera Velvet Vanilla. So the reason, and let's address the missing cap. Do you want to know where the cap is? The cap is in my bathroom sink drain, and the cap happens to be the exact diameter of my bathroom sink drain. So is it a problem? Yes, it's a problem. We have to get it out, and I haven't gotten it out in 5 days. So anyway, that's where the cap is. And so this vanilla is really sweet. It's really sweet. It's slightly floral. It's almost like a bubblegummy tuberose sweetness, but it's interesting because it dries down to like a white musk, like a really smooth, fluffy white musk. So let me read you the notes and then I'll tell you how it wears on me. So the scent features notes from angelica, black currant, pear, pink pepper, clove, and mandarin orange. So the clove and the mandarin orange are kind of giving fall for sure. The heart is fresh with notes from jasmine, neroli, rose, and tuberose. Tuberose is the floral that really sticks out to me because the tuberose combined with that orange, that mandarin, make it very sweet and bubblegummy. So if you, like me, love a bubblegummy tuberose, you'll really like this a lot. And then in the base, we have white musk and vanilla. So yeah, when it opens, very sweet, almost candy-like sweetness. So you have to like sweet perfumes to go for this one. And then right away, you can identify that there's some fruit and, like I said, some tuberose. Apparently there's jasmine, but I think that's kind of dominated by the tuberose. Neroli, it says rose. I don't know. I don't get any rose at all, but it is very floral. It is very sweet. It projects like a beast. All Manceras project like a beast. And then it's really fascinating because this is probably one of the least linear fragrances I have. It goes on a true journey to the base notes, which are white musk and vanilla. So it's not a dark vanilla. It's like a fresh, creamy, musky vanilla. So should I spray it? Let's just do it. I'll just wash my hand if I want to wear something else. So yeah, it opens almost soapy. And I think that might be some of the jasmine and neroli. Oh, you know what it is? It's the angelica. The angelica is making it feel a little bit soapy and almost herbal. And then right away it's sweet. Right away you get that, you know, that mandarin orange, the bubblegummy tuberose. Now we're starting to get into the vanilla. It's like a creamy vanilla, a sweet vanilla, not an overly sweet vanilla. And then give it like 45 minutes and it's like barely recognizable, and it just becomes this really elevated vanilla musk, like a really nice, fluffy, elevated, cozy skin scent. So I've been wearing this a little bit to the office, although I don't want to like offend anybody with overly sweet scents. So I spray it on, then I get in the car, then I drive to work, and by the time I get to work, it's just really captivating and clean and musky and sweet. And yeah, it's a little bit sexy. Like I would say this could be a date night scent for sure. It's very flirty. It's not like dark and overwrought and like super, you know, it's not femme fatale, but it's playful, it's fun, it's flirty, and it's sweet, and it's nice, and it's complex, and I would recommend it. And don't drop your cap in the kitchen sink. So, I mean the bathroom sink. So that was Velvet Vanilla from Mancera. Okay, let's move on to a rose fragrance. One of my only big girl rose fragrances that I've had since, I believe since 2021, and it's so sad. I just finished it, guys. I just finished it, and I don't know. I think I may need to repurchase, but maybe I'll ask for it as a gift. It was a birthday present, so maybe it should be another birthday present. And this is Rose 31 by Le Labo. Now, this is described as oscillating between masculine and feminine, and it very much is. So when I received this, I actually received a sample set as the gift, and then I chose this one because it is just so unique. It is such a unique take on a rose. It is like a woody, slightly spicy rose, very woody. And so let me just read you the description really quickly. So it's got warm, spicy, woody notes. It has a centifolia rose, and it's got cumin, olibanum, cedar, and a touch of amber. So yeah, it's like this is like a nighttime rose, but it's like a fresh nighttime rose. You know, this is like this is not like a syrupy resinous rose. This is very much like, it's very much just like woods and rose. It has olibanum, so that does give it like a little bit of a leathery accord, which is why I think this easily oscillates between masculine and feminine. I mean, almost anybody could wear this. I could see a really nicely dressed gentleman pulling this off and just being so attracted to it. But on a woman, it's like equally as captivating. It's mysterious, you know, it smells different. It's very different. This is not even close to something like a Delina. It is not light wearing. It is not springtime in my opinion, although I did get it in April of 2021 for my birthday. This is really like either a nighttime scent or a fall and winter scent, daytime, fall and winter. Yeah, as you can see, it's taken me a couple years to go through it. I just spritzed my last spritz, you know, about a month ago, and really captivating, really like slightly smoky, slightly leathery, very woody, fresh wearing, really nicely projecting rose scent. And the rose it's not like a mature rose, it's like a very unique rose. You know, the color of the rose that I picture, it's like a white rose with mauve to purple like border on the petals. So yeah, it's not like a dark red rose, it's not a black rose. It's kind of like a white transitioning into like a mauvey purple on the edges of the petals, if that makes any sense. I'm an artist, I'm sorry. So yeah, I had to just give up the ghost and wear the last of her, but A really nice, elevated, different, unique scent. It's been out for a while, so you may have smelled it. But if you haven't, stop by your local Nordstrom's or your standalone Le Labo shop. They do give out samples, lots of samples. They're really good about that. And if you do buy a full bottle, they will personalize it for you with the date and the batch and where it was created and everything. You can even get your name on it. And you know what's crazy that I just realized? Uber Eats, at least in LA, and this might not be for everywhere, but Uber Eats offers Le Labo delivery. So if you're feeling froggy one night and you're sitting on your couch and you're thinking, I could really use a $300 fragrance right now, Uber Eats it, baby. So anyway, that was Rose 31 by Le Labo. Okay, so moving on to my favorite category, which is sandalwood. And well, one of them, yeah, I would say that's probably my favorite note/scent profile. I'm a woodsy girl. And before I begin, you are gonna say to yourself, well, if these are two of your favorite fragrances, why don't you have full bottles of them? And there's a backstory to one of them. So this is a new discovery from this year. This is a delicious savory scent. It's a rice note scent. And this is Santal Basmati by Evanescence. Evanescence puts out a lot of beautiful fragrances. There was a lot of hype about this, and the hype is real, guys. The notes of this fragrance are simply sandalwood, rice basmati, cashmeran, iris, and patchouli. Okay, what you're gonna smell, and it's incredible, is sandalwood and basmati rice. It is, the iris in here, there is iris in here. And it's a very smooth, velvety iris, but it's just in the background. It just kind of ties everything together and makes it ever so slightly powdery. Now, I don't love powdery fragrances. This is not a powder bomb whatsoever. This is just creamy. It's one of the creamiest sandalwoods ever. And then that rice accord gives it like a slightly savory, buttery kind of effect that just makes you want to just lick your own arm. Like, it's so incredible. It's so captivating. I have a bottle obviously in my cart, but I can't buy everything that I like because I would be homeless. But yeah, Santal Basmati by Evanescence. This is almost out. I have a full bottle in my cart. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. I'm really babying this because I'm probably gonna have to get it after the new year, after the holidays are over. Maybe I'll ask Santa for it. I don't really have a Santa anymore, but yeah, get your nose on this one. If you love sandalwood and you're curious about rice notes, or you just know that you love rice notes, you will not be disappointed. The hype is real on this one. I am head over heels for it. Like, full bottle is in the cart. I have seen it on Joma Shop. I have seen it on Mercari, but it's not like that much cheaper on Mercari than anybody else because it's a nice high-end fragrance. You know, people want to get back what they paid for it. So anyway, yeah, just divine. Nice bedtime fragrance. Nice everyday fragrance. It's warm, so that's why that's why I've been wearing it all fall. It's very warm and cozy. If you agree with me that sandalwood, like a creamy sandalwood, is like the coziest note that you can put on your skin, and as it blends in with your skin and you know, works with your skin chemistry to create like a your skin but better, I mean, your skin's gonna be 1,000 times better with this on. So anyway, that was Santal Basmati by Evanescence. Okay guys, moving on to my favorite sandalwood fragrance of all time, and probably, maybe my favorite fragrance of all time, maybe in my top 5. And you're gonna be wondering, why the hell doesn't she have a full bottle if this is one of her favorite fragrances of all time? And it's a really sad story, but I'm talking about none other than Piano Santal, which I only have a 10 ml of. So what sadly happened, and it's okay, because I'll just buy another bottle. What sadly happened is I had a bottle that I was babying for a long time, and in the process of moving, it fell, it broke, it shattered, that house is forever gonna smell incredible, my old house. And you know, it just wasn't in the budget to buy a full new bottle, but I was on ScentSplit. I was just, you know, throwing some samples in the cart, and I just went ahead and said, you know what, I need to have this. It was summer. It wasn't exactly the right season to be wearing it, so I just threw this little, what is this, a 5 ml? But anyway, yeah, she's almost gone now, and I have to replace her. So this is Piano Santal by L'Orchestre Parfums. And it is a creamy white sandalwood, cedarwood, white musk, heated skin, bergamot, and broxin, warm milk, and caraway scent. And you know what? It's just the most cocooning, cozy, my skin but better scent that I have ever smelled in my whole life. I know it's a classic. I know you've probably smelled it. I know you probably own it, some of you. And if you do own it, I hope that you agree with me that this is just like the epitome of elegance. It's the epitome of your skin but better. No Juliet has a gun, no, you know, any other kind of, no other fragrance house can put out a better your skin but better scent. It is warm, it is creamy, it is slightly lactonic, it is woody, it's fluffy because it has ambroxan. To me, I am transported into a beautiful living room with super high ceilings, super high open windows, with like a slightly overcast sunlight filtering in through those windows with sheers on the windows. The whole room is neutral tone. It's decked out in perfectly neutral taupe, cream furniture, completely minimalistic, Scandinavian wood, you know, or some kind of beautiful wood, teak wood, something. And the floors are all blonde hardwood floors. And everything's just been cleaned, and it just smells immaculate and fresh and like, yeah, just like a creamy, woody, super elevated, super elegant experience. So yeah, this is bae. This is my bae, and I'll have her again soon. And if you've never gotten your nose on Piano Santal by L'Orchestre Parfums, please get a sample from ScentSplit. I'm just going to show you my sad little 5 ml so you can jot it down, take a screenshot. And coming down to the wire. Okay, so this is a really, I love this whole line. I love this whole house. And right now I know for sure you can get them at a discount. They're on sale at ScentSplit. They're on sale on Joma Shop. They're not super new. The fragrance I'm going to talk about is not super new, so you can get it for probably around $100 at this point, which is not bad at all for the most beautiful bottle you've ever seen in your life. This is Blue Madeleine from Atelier des Ors. And this is a tea scent. This is a smoky, slightly gourmand tea scent. And Atelier des Ors certainly has more fragrances that people probably would think were more fall appropriate than this, but this one is just divine. It's just divine. It's one of my favorites from the house. So this opens with cinnamon, bergamot, and pink pepper. In the mid, you have black tea, milk, and rose. And in the base, you have sandalwood, cade oil, praline, and Peru balsam. So it opens smoky, okay? Yeah, it opens like equal parts black tea and something slightly smoked, but not like a campfire smoke. I can't describe it, which makes it like so fall appropriate and really cut through the cold. And then in the mid, you start to understand that this is a slightly milky fragrance with just a hint of rose. Like this, to me, this isn't floral, but I can see where the rose kind of adds something a little elevated. It's just it's so barely detectable, the rose. And then in the base, you have sandalwood, cade oil, praline, and Peru balsam. So the praline and the Peru balsam make it very cocooning. Like it's very cocooning, very fluffy, and mildly sweet when it dries down. So This fragrance is like, envision yourself on a rainy day in Paris and you're sitting in a cafe and you're drinking a hot cup of, I would even say like Earl Grey tea, like black tea or Earl Grey tea with cream and sugar in it. And just in the patisserie or the cafe, they are baking Madeleine pastries. And you're just getting wafts of it. You're not eating one, it's not right next to you. But you can kind of smell the vanilla, you can kind of smell the powdered sugar. So yeah, it opens smoky and then it turns into like a milky tea scent, very clean, very fresh, milky tea scent. And then it dries down to something kind of powdery sweet and cocooning. So it's just so cozy. I mean, it's kind of too nice to wear to bed, but I do kind of wear it to bed sometimes. And I wear it to the office a lot because it's so clean, like it's so office appropriate, like it's so fresh, it's so clean, it's so inviting, it's so different, you know, it's really unique. Like not a lot of people, if anyone, is going to smell like this. I've never smelled this on anyone but myself. And yeah, just one of my faves. So I know there are others like Lune Feline and what's another one? They have a new one, Nove Vanilla, which is out, which is astronomically expensive now because it's brand new. I haven't gotten my nose on that one. And I know there's also a good cinnamony one that they have for the fall, which I also don't own, which is, what is it called? Anyway, there are other Atelier des Ors. They're really big on vanillas that that are really good for fall. But in my opinion, this is right there. It's right up there with them. It's different. It's a very different take on a fall fragrance. It's smoky, black tea, milk, slightly gourmand pastry, not thick and heavy, definitely light, airy, and fluffy, and just so sophisticated. Get yourself a sample from Scent Split or wherever you get your samples from. You won't be disappointed. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's definitely unique, but at least try it. So yeah, I've been wearing her a lot. And again, look at the beautiful gold flakes. And you want to know something crazy? I wore this yesterday and I took a bath, not a shower, a bath today. And there were little gold flakes floating in the tub from my skin. So they come out, the gold flakes come out, they do. And I never knew that until I took like a proper bath and I could see 2 or 3 little gold flakes floating in the tub. And for a minute I was like, huh? And then I remembered it was from her. So get your nose on it. And I think we're gonna end there. This video is getting way too long. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope that this was helpful and useful, and I hope that you can see that, you know, a lot of these are actually not that unaffordable. They're not that unapproachable. You know, probably the most expensive one, which I kind of bought, not at full price, but I would say the most expensive one is probably the Birkholz, because it's not like a new release, but it's not heavily discounted yet either. And then I would say the most affordable, obviously, and really one of my favorites, like of all time now, was the Lalique Les Parfums. 25 bucks, guys. Like just get it. If you don't like it, you can gift it to somebody. So anyway, thank you so much. That was really fun. I had fun talking about some of my fancy big girl fragrances with you. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, you know, what you own from these lines, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you find any of these absolutely atrocious, or if you love them like I do. And I'm brand new, so of course I will respond to all of your comments, and I just appreciate you so much. Hello to all my new subscribers. I can't wait to see your feedback, and I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers!